Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Reinhard Badado out of the Full Force Gym with an official weight of 59.9 kilograms, a fight record of 48 fights, 29 wins, 2 draws, 14 ending by way of knockout. Fighting out of Blacktown in Sydney, he is the current, reigning and defending Prestige Champion, Joe Killer Concha. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, trained by Chris Bradford out of top tier Muay Thai. Last night of the weigh-in, he came in at 59.9 kilograms, a fight record, 23 fights, 15 wins, 2 draws, 3 coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Geelong right here in Melbourne, Australia, he is the WBC Australian champion, two-time IKBF Victorian champion. He is the WMC Victorian champion and the CMT champion. Ladies and gentlemen, Insane Cain Brunton!
Okay guys, I'll explain the rules in the change room. I want you to obey my commands at all times and protect yourselves at all times. Touch gloves now and good luck.
Here we go, side nudging main event time. The Moncoms have been removed. We have got the killer, Joe Concha, taking on Insane Cain Brunton. Prestige Fight Series belt on the line. Here we go, round 1.
Big step up for Kano, coming in, fighting a bigger, more experienced opponent. But man, that kid's got a big heart, a lot of talent. Yeah, man. And Joe Concha, absolute legend, big wins. He's had wins over guys like Daddy Cool, who's knocked out a couple of times. He had a close win over Roy Wills. Yeah, man, really looking forward to his last fight here. He fought Sonny Vanathi, a legend of fight sports in Australasia. So looking forward to a really exciting matchup.
Both boys opening up with the early leg kicks, and one thing we know, even for this weight division, where the guys are obviously a little bit smaller, Joe Concha has some absolutely cracking leg kicks. I've spoken to Eric Miskell many a times where he said, man, I beat Joe, but gee whiz, only by the skin of my teeth, because those leg kicks took its toll like nothing I've ever felt before.
And you think about the size of Eric Miskell and what a struggle it is for him to make that junior welterweight division. And it kind of puts in perspective what Kano's up against. But like I said, never count that guy out.
Once again, for our viewers at home, Cain usually fights around that 55 to 58 kilo weight division. Joe fights around 62 to 64. Joe has cut a lot more than he usually does. Cain's gone up in weight to meet at 60. But as you can see, Joe is definitely, size-wise, the bigger of the two. He's definitely been able to put that bit more weight back on.
Yeah, for sure.
It's going to be interesting to see how this does take a toll on Joe. He did say this is the lowest I've ever cut before. You know, and whether that size is going to play a factor in this fight, and definitely the experience. As Cain Brunton starts to open up with a few combinations of his own, he's not going to be put on the back foot by the killer, Joe Concha.
No, and Chris said that Cain's been really training well and hard for this fight. Just got to be very wary, be wary of Joe's hands. He has that power without shutting down your own game.
And so this isn't the first time we've seen Cain really step up in class and experience. We saw him, I think earlier in this year it was, where he stepped up and fought Josh Tonner on Your Rebellion fight show, and the bookies had that all one-way traffic with going away with Josh Tonner. But even though Cain didn't get the win that night, I was super impressed with his performance.
You were, and honestly, I love Josh. He's one of my favorite fighters. Kano obviously got a special spot for, and that fight in my mind could have gone either way. Cain scored really well with his left body kick on that night, but his legs already been chopped up real hard by Concha.
That's one thing, like Concha really finding the mark, those leg kicks already. That's going to be the danger in Cain's last fight against the Japanese WBC champion. He got stopped, I think, within 2 rounds from memory from leg kicks. And as we know, Joe Concha's got really hard, cracking leg kicks. End of round number 1. How'd you see it, Sai?
I'd give that round to Joe for sure. But I'm interested to see how they maintain that pace. If Joe's cut a lot of weight, that might suck in his energy in the later rounds.
ladies and gentlemen, Rebellion Muay Thai 10 brought to you by Quest.
Very interested to see where we go.
Jason Chum for the World Muay Thai Council MAT World Title. Roy Wills, Ramesh Habib, Jake Clun taking on Khan Detta, a huge undercard special guest, Toby the Weapon Smith. For tickets and stream, go to rebellionmuaythai.com.au the night before.
Here we go, seconds down, heading into round 2 of our main event between Joe Killer Concha and Cain Insane Brunton. So you thought that Joe won that first round. He's starting to get those leg kicks in pretty hard. I was impressed with the return punch kick combinations that Cain was able to put together, but he needs to find the mark and damage a little bit more, I think.
Yeah, Cain's one of his strong tools is that left body kick, and those low kicks that he's already Joe's already putting are going to sort of take that away a little bit from him. The other thing he likes to do is step in for that left body rip. Again, that's something else that you really want that left leg to be functioning well to do, and Joe's done a good job of potentially shutting those two things down.
Just looking on the whole left side of Cain's body, obviously Cain a very pale, much more pale skinned fighter, but the whole left rib cage.
Oh,
here goes Cain!
Kano!
Try catching him with the uppercut, going into the grapple. Here we go. Cain is not going to take a backward step. Well, bit of a wake-up call there to Joe Concha. That right uppercut caught him flush.
Cain needs to be careful.
Just don't get overexcited.
Exactly. Joe's been in the trenches with some really tough dudes, and you don't want to try to go at him too early.
Just once again slapping those leg kicks in. To me, that's what's going to maybe make a difference in this fight. Cain either has to remove the target or check those kicks and fire back. Make Joe know that, you're going to kick, you're going to cop something back.
Yeah, he's going to throw that left body kick of his while he can.
Yeah, I was just saying earlier before that flashing uppercut, the whole left side of Cain's body is definitely copped a few shots. Big right cross thrown by Joe Concha. And the right uppercut coming back from Cain Insane Brunton.
That step through right uppercut, that's the one that he won his CMT title with, knocking out his opponent. Yes, he loved it. We've seen him throw it a few times.
I'd like to say I remember that because I was on that card that night, but I...
Don't remember much after that?
No, I don't remember much. I know I went a bit nights that night. Nice step up knee exchange from both boys.
Oh, he's pushing that held down.
Like to see Cain square up a little bit. This is where you can see the difference in strength and size here in the grapple. Joe really using his weight, trying to push Cain off balance and dominate with the knees. I think just a little bit of a readjustment of the cup from Cain. Here we go, back in the action center ring. Here comes Cain coming once again forward with the punches. Once again, big shout out to our sponsors, Quest Environments. Cain trying to catch a kick, missing the mark though with the return fire.
Joe's headhunting. He has bursts of working his plan and then headhunting back up again, and mixing it up well.
Whoa! The clubbing overhand return spinning elbow. Nice stiff jab from Cain Brunton. Push kick not quite hitting the mark. Leg kick return by Cain. Checked though by Joe Concha as he returns fire. Two punches, step up knee. But nice punch kick combination from Cain as you hear the stereotype. Boys from the corner of Cain Brunton by Chris Bradford. Much more better. That was a much better round from Cain Brunton.
Much better round. For me, still Joe's round. Be interesting to see what Cain's going to come in with in the third round.
Gentlemen, Geelong's Chris Anderson taking on the Viking from Western Australia. Also, Clem Taylor taking on Lachlan Dart. For tickets, go to rebellionmuaythai.com.au, featuring the WMC World Title. The gorgeous Katie and Geordie holding a prestige championship bout, which both fighters.
Seconds out, heading into the third round
3
of this main event. Joe Concha coming in, touching gloves. Cain Brunton really has to believe, son, you are in this fight.
Oh.
You just can't be backed up and be caught with these hard, heavy shots. Joe Concha opening up nicely, but Cain Brunton returning fire of his own. No, I was just trying to listen in.
Crossing elbow from Joe.
Not much, only millimetres in that. I was just trying to listen in on the corner of Cain Brunton. And his corner's going, man, you are in this fight. Just takes a bit more belief and just roll with him. You're in this fight. Don't think that you're not. Joe I love the way Joe sometimes stalks. You think he's going to fire, and nice takedown. Re-negated there from Joe Concha.
I'd really like to see the centre officials sometimes a little bit closer to the action in the Muay Thai fights.
It's
getting in there a bit earlier and potentially stopping something that can be avoided.
it's something that can be avoided, or when it becomes a stalemate. The knee guard applied there by Cain, trying to set up a spinning elbow. Joe's smart enough to see that coming. Nice little knee to the bread basket as this grapple is finally broken by centre referee Ignatius Missilidis. Cain just looking a little ginger on that lead left leg. Oh, there's a nice, beautiful jab uppercut from Cain Brunton. But return fire from Joe Concha. That's what we saw Joe get Sonny Hanath with last time. It's a dipping left.
He's pouring it on now.
The dipping left body rips into the liver. Is what happened? What I missed, Si?
He's getting his head right down there for those knees.
Needs to stand a bit more stable.
He's beginning to really chip away at Cain's posture. If you see it more and more in the clinches, he's getting him down.
Nice left hook, transitioning into the kicks from Cain. Return fire once again, missing the mark from Joe Concha.
I think we're beginning to see the power difference between the two guys, Jono.
Yeah, definitely. Cain once again going for the headache maker. The jumping cranium cracker attempt from Joe Concha. The knee guard applied and negated. You can definitely see the strength difference and the weight in the grapple from Joe to Cain.
And Joe just hasn't looked bothered at all in this fight.
In this round.
Nice switch up lead by Cain Brunton. Now he's starting to check the kicks a lot more. But here comes Joe Concha pouring on a couple of punch combinations of his own. You know, one thing that you were saying earlier, Si, was the switch-up lead of Cain, which is one of his best weapons. I've just been really looking at more the shin part of his left leg, and he has quite a few welts really appearing. Maybe, I don't know whether he's damaged.
It's one of those cases almost like what Cain does well, Joe does. That's Joe's strengths, and Joe does it just slightly better and a little bit heavier.
End of round number 3.
That's I guess the challenge for Cain.
This one brought to you by Quest Environments. Go to quest.net.au. Speak to Steve and the gang. On Friday, 27th of November, the Encore Event Centre Rumble in the Jungle 33.
Yeah, you too, man. I'll see you soon. See you, mate. Good luck.
0412 772 422. We do it all again at Prestige Fight Series 3 on April 16th, 2016. Join the Prestige Facebook page for all updates of upcoming shows.
Here we go, seconds out from our penultimate round. Main event of the evening, proudly brought to you by Quest Environments and Prestige Fight Series. Joe Concha taking on Cain Brunton. So far, it's probably been Joe's fight, but Cain is certainly here in it. Joe now starting to go back to the leg kicks, going low, going high. Cain tries to fire back, but missing the mark. Bit of stalking work done by Joe. Joe, one thing I really like about him, when he stalks slow, and then he unleashes so quickly.
Yeah, he's very comfortable being at the range that he wants. And he gets the fiery shots off. Good left body rip, right low kick.
That's it. That's one thing I haven't seen Joe Concha land yet, is a devastating left body rip, which he does possess, which is what he essentially defeated Sonny the Nath with as the grapple. Oh, this is a dangerous spot for Cain Brunton. You want to do not be in that position. That's Muay Thai Grapple 101. Head stays up.
Joe is so comfortable in the ring right now.
You know, I'm really surprised of Joe's gas tank being, cutting so low, much lower than he normally does, and still producing a very good work rate and a very clean work rate. He's keeping stable, coming forward, coming in and out of the knees and elbows, starting to dominate more in the grapple and push Cain around.
Honestly, I think if there was more opportunities, these lower weight divisions are actually what would suit Joe. I don't think he's a true junior welterweight. He has to fight at that weight sometimes, but I think it's actually more suited to him, 59 kilos, 60 kilo, around that mark. But obviously, if you've been fighting heavier and all of a sudden being asked to come down, it's a big ask.
Well, we all know the boys out of Blacktown, they fight a brick wall. I don't think they really care, they'll just fight anything.
Yeah, I was talking to Reinhardt the other day about Michael, his brother, and he said, look, his...
bit of a step. That is the elbow, which is the one that caught Daddy Cool with as he's trying to repeat on Cain Brunton as he gets Cain's head nice and low.
Yeah, he said that his brother's walk-around weight and fight weight's only about 3 kilos difference, which when you think about a super middleweight only cutting 3 kilos, it's pretty scary, and I hazard to guess that Joe would be about the same as well.
Could you imagine Michael at 72 and a half?
Yeah.
That would just be death on a stick.
Who would you get to fight Michael?
Not me. Back to the action in centre ring as once again Joe Concha starting to dominate the grapple. The knee guard once again applied. Joe looking for the elbow but can't quite get it to fire. Getting on the inside now, and this is not where Cain wants to be. Cain's going to end of round number 4.
Round number 4, 1 remains.
Joe Concha really starting to pour it on in that 4th round.
Pro light and sound. Both fighters touch gloves. This is the 5th and final round.
Here we go, 5th and final round of Prestige Fight Series number 2 main event. Joe Concha and Cain Brunton. Cain is really going to have to probably dig deep as he wears another heavy leg kick coming forward with the jab 2 high kick combo.
Oh!
Down with the knees,
the knee to the body, the elbow to the head, and the knee to the body again. He's hurt him. He's definitely hurt him now. Is Joe going to jump on him?
No, that's the thing. That's what, you know, I think what Joe normally does is he gives you the, there's that knee again.
Knee to the body again.
Cain's got to stand stronger in that grapple. But this is what Joe does. He'll hurt you, and this is what I've seen him do. He'll stalk you and give you that false sense of security and then unleash.
Ignatius doing?
Yeah, Cain. Spinning, jumping, throw myself at you.
Make some noise, Geelong!
Hey! Turning back fist. All the tricks are coming out down here at Prestige. Oh, those couple of shots landed sweetly on Cain Brunton. Tying up in the grapple once again. What I'd probably like to see Joe do is maybe try and sweep the leg out and put Cain on the canvas.
Yeah, for sure.
Joe just looking
comfortable like he could go another 5 rounds.
Plenty of gas in the tank after this heavy weight cut. Nice little fake going to the legs again. Jab 2, right overhand. Switch high kick from Joe Concha. Taken on the forearms by Cain Brunton. Back in the center ring. Both boys square up. Joe just trying to stalk, come forward and measure his range. Cain's probably going to really have to go for it, stand a bit stronger. Where's a nice rib kick? Down into the last minute, this Geelong crowd willing on. Cain Brunton as he tries for the spinning elbow slash back fist.
Chris Bradford just in the corner screaming for Kano to go forward, but I think Cain, as big a heart as he's got, he's become a little bit gun shy now.
I think Cain has really tried to throw everything at him.
Final 30 seconds.
It just shows the level that Joe Concha's at. Take nothing away from Cain Brunton. Final 30 seconds. Can you pull out a Hail Mary, son? Oh, the jumping high kick from Cain. Oh, Joe Concha. Spinning, turning. Jab, 2, low punch. Oh, jeez, they're throwing everything at each other. Where's the kitchen sink, Nudgy? A bit of a scrappy takedown, but landing on top is better than landing underneath. Touch of gloves. Both boys recommence. Final 10 seconds. And that'll do it for this one. That is our main event for Prestige. So, what way do you see that going?
All 3 judges score the contest. 50-46, 50-46, 50-46, declaring you winner via unanimous points and still Prestige Fight Series champion.
There we go. Joe Killer Concha remains Prestige Fight Series champion with a win over local boy Cain in St. Brunton. It's been a terrific night of fights. It's been an honour and a pleasure to be calling this fight with my co-commentator, Nudgy. We will see you next time on Prestige Fight Series.
Next time.